Hello, and welcome back to SpaceChem. Sernimir 4, Final Mission, Sleepless on Sernimir 4. With a title like that, I'm expecting more story. I was wrong. Okay. So here we have hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. Okay, this looks like the first actual real reactor production mission, I guess they call it. So I put this down. And in fact, even if I wanted to be super fancy and use only a single reactor, I don't think that's possible because I need 3 different inputs. Oh, I didn't read these last time. Oh, it doesn't actually say. Isn't there... Yeah, formaldehyde, building block used in the synthesis of organic compounds, though more commonly known as a biocide and embalming agent. Yeah, okay, it was just hydrochloric acid last time, which I think we've previously seen, so reading about the chemical wouldn't have been anything new. Alright, so I want to place this about as close to evenly as I can here. And then this is going to have upper output. I think we're going to go for some oxygen carbon double bond. Yeah, also known as carbon monoxide, yes. I did know that. Select element, I guess this is just if I wanted to have... if I wanted to use something that isn't one of these, which I assume these are all the most common ones then. Question mark, uh-oh. We don't know what's coming out of here, but something's coming out. Alright, let's just make this first. Carbon monoxide. So we've done this kind of thing a lot before. One thing to note is that my output here doesn't necessarily match this, so probably I would want to remake this, and in fact, I can just right-click on this and edit it. So probably, however I end up outputting the CO, it is just CO, is what I'm going to want to change this to be, just to make it easy to see on the overworld, and also because that's probably also, in fact, whoops, let's just confirm that before I do anything else. Yeah, okay, this is the... Oh, that's handy. Yeah, so that this note is also going to be what's being read in here. So, this is, it's a well-designed game. Like, these simple little things just work, and they work in a really nice way. And it's just nice when things just work. Alright, well, oxygen and carbon, I don't get a choice. They always are going to appear at the 2-2 position, or I guess the 1-1 position. I don't know. Computer science notation, if we want to count this as 0-0 or as 1-1. Let's just not worry about it. Okay, so probably... Well, this one can be basically the same solution as I did last time, and I can make that really fast. So let's just do that. Because it's the other one that's going to be, the other reactor, it's going to be a lot more interesting. Alright, so we're going to grab the carbon. So we're going to, whoops, up here, grab some carbon, or some oxygen. Input, input. Those are both just going to idle until they go. Drop, drop. We're going to want the sinks. I remember that I did that last time, and we really don't want to have any disasters. In fact... Okay, this is a double bond, so actually... I'm probably going to want to do something like this then. Yeah. Because we're waiting on this anyway. This might make the 40th cycle slightly less efficient by putting both bonds on one, but it's what we're going to do. One, two, good. Of course, I did need to do that. 1, 2. I mean, they both arrive at this. No, they don't. Yeah, let's not mess with that. All right, stop. Whoops. Left click. So let's do that because that's what I have. Oxygen is on top. Yep. Okay. And then hydrogen coming in there, and we need to make formaldehyde. Might as well just do that. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit tricky, actually. Well, for one thing, we have the molecule coming in the corner. I guess I haven't actually confirmed that, but I'm just going to assume that's how it's going to work. And again, that's because of how I'm doing the output here, not because of what the graphic is. Alright, so this one, I guess, is going to be relatively long. So we're going to do something like this. The grab here, an input here. And you know what, let's just... Oh, that's dangerous, because we're potentially getting some collisions between the molecules. Okay, well, let's do some extra symbols then. I don't care about symbol efficiency. We do something like that. You can drop the... We're dropping it down here. That's fine. It's fine, but let's drop it up here. So we're grabbing the oxygen. We're going to rotate twice. Kind of just have to visualize what I'm doing here, but it should be fine. And so we've rotated it twice, and we're going to put this in here. And then as for this one, I guess the easiest way to do it would be to make a cross shape so that we can go through twice. This is going to be a little bit messy. Oops. But that's fine. Also, we're crossing this, which I don't like, but I don't think I really have much of a choice. Something like that. So hopefully you can kind of see what I'm going for here. So we're going to have two inputs. We're going to grab a hydrogen going on both loops. Yeah, see, this reactor is the single most interesting reactor I've had to do so far. And I think I'm pretty much forced to just come in with CO or some combination thereof. I mean, that's not sure, I guess. I could have gone with, like, HO or something weird, and then... Yeah, I could have had H2O and then inserted the carbon afterwards. That might have actually been easier. I would have had to split apart the H2O molecule, but that would have been a different way to approach this, but it's not the approach I took. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to have input, grab, drop. This is safe as long as at no point do we collide with this coming through here. Alright, so I think in order to get the timing right, let's put a sink here and a sink here. This could be closer, but it's fine. So it's just going to sit here without anything going on. Rotate twice, it's now going to be blocking this. That's fine. But at that point, we already have our first hydrogen here, so hydrogen gets dropped. this then gets dropped in here, and this I'm putting this far enough back that this will definitely be dropped before we come through input the second and drop. All right, so we're going to want another sink here. And then once these are synced, we can bond an output. I think this might work. I wish I could see, but I guess... Oh. Waiting. CO gets manufactured and sent out. Here we go. Rotate twice. Hydrogen gets into position. All right, looks good. That's a working solution. Oops. Yeah, let's just go in here so we can watch this. We'll watch the entire thing, the entire process, and then I'll speed it up and watch from the overworld. Yep, so as expected, this was the same as what I've done before. This is the interesting one. So after this goes, we'll watch one more after this, and then I'll just go to the main map. Hydrogen goes. Monoxide goes in. Rotate twice. So we need hydrogen connected to carbon. Right, and because we don't have a bond here, we don't get a triple bond or any weirdness going on, which carbon can only support 4 bonds anyway, right? I can't check the periodic table right now. I think that was the thing. Anyway. Yeah, so we can see definitely we need a pipe that can hold at least 2 hydrogen at a time because of potential issues here, but I mean, this isn't going so fast that that's an issue. This whole thing, okay, output waiting, so that's a thing that can happen. The output pipe is blocked, so... okay, let's just look at that again. Ah. Right, which stalls you and prevents the sync. Okay, so if the syncs were done differently, that could have been an issue, but because output was before sync, it's not causing an issue. If it was the other way around, we'd grab this oxygen and collide in here. We did sync before output, so that's an interesting complication. Alright. Yeah, I'm starting to get up there in the cycles. 2 reactors used. It was not possible to do with 1, because if it was, definitely there'd be people who have done it. It's just that kind of game. Wait, new story. New story now? Did I miss this? Was this available from the start? It sent us straight into the mission, didn't it? Yeah, so this must be an after-mission story. Good thing that I noticed that before hitting continue. I almost dismissed it. Alright, Sleepless on Sernimir 4. Woke to the rustle of an envelope sliding under the door. I pulled on a pair of socks before setting foot on the cold floor. Someone gasped outside as the envelope retracted. I pressed the access panel and the door glided open. Angela sprang up, clutching the yellow envelope in her hand, her eyes wide. Her blue sleepsuit dragged on the floor as she stood barefoot, her hair wrapped in a scarf. Good morning. She slipped the packet into a blank folder. What are you doing? I'm just taking a midnight stroll. Can't sleep sometimes. I'm sorry I woke you. You should get back to bed. After she spun around, I grabbed her shoulder. Wait, what's in the envelope? It's nothing, really. You'll see this later. She fixed her eyes on the ground and tugged the folder closer. Stepping out of the room, I joined her in the hall. Why bring it now? I asked. It's your assignment. She plucked the paper from the folder and thrust it in my hands. You'll be working with one of my old managers, Joel. He's great. On the sheet was the name of a planet, Danoth. Staff hierarchy, and an employee ID number. None of this information meant anything to me. It's not that bad. She gazed at me expectantly, but I only folded the paper and slid it into my pocket. Thanks. With a gush of breath, her smile returned. I've got some other deliveries to make. Good luck, buddy. She winked and continued down the hallway in a flurry of blue fabric, her bare feet padding against the metal floor. Okay. I'll have to check the video, but I'm pretty sure that was not available from the start, because I deliberately checked. I was expecting story. Anyway, this is Danoth, so we are finally on Planet 3. That'll be exciting, and oh, looks like we actually have a branching path here. My suspicion is that it's going to be an optional challenge mission rather than an actual branching story. Like, I don't think, like, one of these goes to Planet 4 and the other goes to Planet 5. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's probably just one of them's an optional mission, if I had to guess. But we'll find out in a few episodes from now. But back to research. So no more production right away, but back to research next time. I will see you then.